It's called cookie dollars.
Right. And if you've ever looked into affiliate marketing, you know the usual grind, right?
Oh, yeah. Chasing clicks, building an audience, hoping someone actually buys something through your link.
Exactly. It's often a tough slog. But this cookie dollar system, it claims to just throw all that out the window.
That's the hook.
Yeah.
We're here today to really unpack the sources promoting this because they make some truly massive claims.
Seriously, massive. Like finding a hidden technical loophole in, get this, a major trillion-dollar company.
A loophole that supposedly lets you earn passive income without actually selling anything directly.
And that brings us to the absolute core claim, the one that just makes you stop and go, wait, what?
Yeah, this is the one we really need to dig into. The promotional stuff insists this system pays out.
Even when no one buys from the links we post?
It sounds completely backward, doesn't it? Making money without a sale. That fundamentally challenges, well, everything about how affiliate commissions are supposed to work.
It does. And you know, what's kind of clever about their pitch is how they frame the problem they're supposedly solving.
You mean the frustration with traditional affiliate marketing?
Precisely. That feeling of driving tons of traffic, getting clicks, but ending up with zero conversions, $0. It's a real pain point for many.
Right. So cookie dollars comes along and says, forget conversions.
Exactly. They claim their philosophy flips all that on its head. The goal isn't making someone buy the specific product you link to.
Okay, so what is the goal then? Just getting the click?
Getting the click is step one, but the payout, they claim, happens later if that same person buys something else, anything else.
Huh. And how do they justify this as a reliable income source?
Well, they lean into this really basic, unavoidable fact of life. People always need to buy stuff.
Groceries, soap, batteries, the essentials.
Exactly. Light bulbs, maybe a new phone charger, appliances eventually, everyday things.
So the argument is, even if your specific link fails, people are still shopping constantly on this big platform anyway.
That's the angle. They say this creates an income you can always count on. Because human consumption, that basic need to buy things, doesn't stop.
It's a pretty compelling hook, tapping into that constant consumer behavior instead of relying on specific product interest.
Definitely. But, okay, let's get technical. How do they claim this actually works?
Right. This is the core mechanism. They talk about exploiting a long-forgotten cookie loophole.
Or maybe an error deep inside this massive e-commerce website.
And just to give a sense of scale here, this isn't some small online shop we're talking about.
No way. The sources cite figures like over $167 billion in revenue in just the first 3 months of this year.
Wow.
And over 300 million users. It's likely the biggest online retailer you can think of.
And here's the part that really makes my internal alarms go off. They claim this loophole.
Yeah.
It's supposedly been sitting there inside this company for over 5 years.
5 years. That's hard to swallow, honestly.
Right. A trillion-dollar tech giant somehow misses a fundamental flaw in its commission system, a flaw that supposedly cost them money for half a decade. Yeah. It sounds unlikely.
It really does. So let's break down what they claim this loophole does, specifically with cookies.
Okay, so normally with this platform's affiliate program, you get a cookie when someone clicks your link, right? Usually lasts 24 hours.
Correct. But crucially, that standard cookie typically only pays you if the customer buys the specific product you link to or maybe adds it to their cart within that window.
Got it. Credit for the promoted item.
Exactly. But the cookie dollars claim this 24-hour cookie hack is different.
How so?
They say when someone clicks their special link, and this is key even if they don't buy the item link, a special 24-hour cookie still gets dropped. And for the next 24 hours, this cookie supposedly grants the affiliate commissions on, well, everything else that person buys.
Everything, like everything.
That's the claim. Groceries, to books, to computers, to regular affiliate products, to anything you can think of.
So one click on, say, a link for a $10 gadget
could theoretically net you a commission if that person buys a $1,000 laptop later that day?
That's what they're implying. It's like that single click tags the user's entire shopping cart for the next 24 hours, regardless of what they buy.
Yeah, it essentially turns that click into a claim on their whole spending for the day on that platform. If they buy toothpaste, you get a tiny slice. If they buy a new TV, you get a bigger slice.
Okay, that explains the potential. But what about the actual claimed results? They aren't promising mansions, right?
No, and that's probably smart marketing. They explicitly say it's not about untold riches.
So what's the target?
The goal they consistently mention is around $50 a day.
Which is about, what, $1,500 a month?
Yeah, roughly. Enough to make a real difference for a lot of people, but not so high it sounds completely unbelievable. It's positioned as steady supplementary income.
And they use specific examples to illustrate how these tiny commissions add up, don't they?
They do. Really vivid ones. Like Jessica, she clicks one of these links, maybe for something random she doesn't even want.
Forgets all about it.
Right. But the cookie is active. Then, the next morning, she buys a treadmill, something expensive she was planning to get anyway.
And because of that earlier click?
Boom. The system supposedly generates a $22 commission for the affiliate, completely unrelated to the original link.
That's the core idea, then, catching commissions on purchases the user was already going to make.
Exactly. Then there's Bob. He clicks, browses, buys nothing related. Later that night, he does his regular grocery shopping on the platform.
And that nets the affiliate.
A quick $3 commission. Small, but it adds up if it happens often.
And the super tiny ones, too, like Andrea.
Yeah. Andrea clicks, doesn't buy the linked item. The next evening, she buys some face soap. Commission. Just 35 cents.
Okay, so the individual amounts can be minuscule. The key must be the scaling strategy.
Absolutely. It's not about finding high-intent buyers for one product. It's pure volume.
How much volume are we talking?
The sources say the strategy is to generate hundreds of clicks daily.
Hundreds. Okay, wow.
The goal is to create this huge network of 24-hour cookies across tons of different users.
So you have all these little timers ticking away, potentially generating micro commissions around the clock.
That's the idea. They claim once you get enough people cookied, it becomes a straight-up domino effect, a continuous trickle of tiny earnings.
It becomes passive at that point, supposedly.
Right. And they even mentioned user feedback, people getting excited about watching those micro commissions come in.
Even the 27-cent ones, or like $1.84.
Yeah. The appeal seems to be the consistency and the feeling that it's happening automatically without needing a big sale each time.
It really plays on that desire for steady, low-effort income, contrasting it with the stress of traditional sales.
Perfectly. It sells automation and predictability.
So how easy do they claim this whole process is to set up, especially for beginners?
Oh, they emphasize ease of use heavily. Built for beginners, no tech skills needed.
Because they provide software.
Yep. Proprietary, brilliant software that allegedly does 90% of the heavy lifting. It handles the supposed loophole part.
So what's left for the user to do?
They boil it down to a simple 3-step playbook. Step 1, set up your special 24-hour cookie link. They claim this takes just 2 to 5 minutes, and apparently everyone gets approved.
Okay, step 1 sounds fast. What's step 2?
Unleash the traffic. And they specifically mention using free built-in traffic methods taught in the system.
Free traffic is always a big selling point.
Yeah.
And step 3?
Automate it. Set it up so the clicks keep coming in daily without you having to manually push it constantly.
So set up, traffic, automate. Sounds simple enough on paper. But then come the guarantees.
Ah, yes, the guarantees. This is where the marketing gets us. Well, extreme.
Oh, extreme.
They flat out state that if you follow the instructions, it will be impossible for you not to succeed with it.
Impossible, not just likely or highly probable.
Nope. They even define it. Not virtually impossible, but actually impossible to fail, which is quite a claim.
That's maximum confidence or maximum hype. Do they address legality?
Yes, they explicitly state the method is 100% legal and ethical. Which, they'd have to say.
Of course. And I assume there's the usual small print somewhere.
Oh, definitely. Buried in there is the standard disclaimer. Results aren't typical. Success requires action, etc. But the main marketing message is pure can't fail.
Okay, so how much are they charging for this impossible to fail system?
This is classic scarcity pricing. They claim it's normally $197.
But for a limited time.
It's down to JS $17.97.
$17.97. That's incredibly low for something promising guaranteed income.
Exactly. It makes it an impulse buy. Plus, there's a 30-day money-back guarantee to lower the perceived risk even further.
And they use time pressure too, right? Threatening to close enrollment.
Yep. They claim they'll have to shut down access to new members soon.
Why?
To prevent saturation. They argue it's to protect current members and make sure their income doesn't dip below that $50 a day target.
So urgency, low price, high promise, money-back guarantee. It ticks all the boxes for a certain type of online marketing offer.
It really does. It's a very polished sales funnel, whatever the reality of the loophole might be.
So if we kind of zoom out here, putting aside the big question of whether this loophole is real or sustainable.
Yeah.
The core idea is actually quite clever, isn't it? Shifting the focus from selling specific things
to just profiting from the fact that people buy stuff constantly. Everyday necessities.
It's like leveraging the Giant's own infrastructure, its massive customer base and transaction volume in a sideways manner.
It reframes affiliate marketing completely, from active selling to passive collecting based on general consumer behavior. Conceptually, it's interesting.
It is. It makes you feel like you found a shortcut, a smart hack.
Exactly.
Okay, so as we wrap up, we want you, the listener, to think about those implications. But first, we have to share maybe the most bizarre detail we found in the source material.
Oh man, this part. It comes out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with affiliate marketing or cookies or making money.
Not a thing. It's completely unrelated, but it's memorable.
Definitely memorable.
So one of the promoters featured in the material, a guy named Robert Zink,
Yeah.
he includes this personal guarantee. He promises that if you buy the cookie dollar system and you are not married, or at least engaged to the absolute love of your life by Christmas 2024,
Get ready for this.
he will personally coach you one-on-one for free until you are married.
Seriously. And he mentions that this is a service he usually charges like $1,000 a week for. Relationship coaching bundled with an affiliate marketing course.
For $17.97. Quite the value proposition, I suppose, covering both your finances and your love life.
It's certainly one way to stand out in a crowded market. I mean, who else offers that?
Nobody. It's just out there. Anyway, back to the main point for you to consider.
Right.
Does this idea, this cookie dollars concept of earning passive income from people's everyday shopping habits, regardless of specific sales, does that represent some kind of future for microcommissions?
And maybe more fundamentally, what are the real implications technically, ethically, if there truly are cookie loopholes like this hidden within the giants of e-commerce? What does that mean for how these platforms operate?
Something to think about.